Today's workout is all about your shoulders and your back. Now this is a nice complement to that foundations workout where we talk all about the scapula and that engagement of the shoulders, the scapula down the back in order to strengthen up those postural muscles and keep us out of this rounded upper body position. So I want you to think of your scapula placed here and here on your shoulder blades. Take a nice big inhale and I want you to crunch your shoulders up to your ears and just visualize that scapula rising. And then as you exhale, I want you to visualize them falling. Take that one more time. Inhale, lift. Shoulders go up. Exhale, shoulders, scapula come down. That's what I'm gonna be cueing throughout the rest of this workout. We're gonna take a light weight. I'm just gonna prop my leg up here so I have a little bit of a lift or a base for that arm, and I'm just gonna rotate this arm in and out. I just wanna get those shoulders warm a little bit before we start to dive into a little more work. Make sure that they're ready to go. Just maybe 3 or 4 more over here. And as you do this, start to breathe. Start to pay attention to where your inhale, where your exhale is. And then I'm gonna flip over to the other side. Prop that other leg up. This can be done in any position, just going in and out of this 90 degrees. I'm gonna take a big breath in, fill my ribs and belly with air on that breath in. Exhale, start to go into that engagement, wrapping and hugging those core muscles towards me. 2 more here, last one. I'm gonna stay seated. I'm gonna open up my chest and shoulders, feel that scapular engagement down my back. I'm gonna exhale, press those arms up overhead. As your arms go up, can you draw your shoulders and scapula down? Inhale, fill, ribs and belly. Exhale, starting to use that full core engagement. When you breathe in, when you breathe out. Again, this is still part of the warm-up. Breathing in, 1 more. Great. And then just put yourself in a little bit of a forward hinge. Open up the chest, so try not to be here. Feel that engagement down your back, and we're just gonna fly those arms out to the sides. Inhale, exhale. Few more here. 3, 2, last one. Great, we're gonna bring ourselves up to standing. You're welcome to stick with light weights. If you have heavier weights that you want to use for shoulders and back, go ahead and grab those now. And we are just gonna start with that fly in an upright position. So find a hinge at the hips, hips go back, chest comes forward. You feel your glutes holding up your lower body. And those scapula are engaged down your spine. Your ears are lengthened away from your shoulders. And you're breathing. I like to think of that space right between my shoulder blades, coming together a little bit here in this opening position. Give me 3 more here. 2, and 1. We're gonna come upright. Take those arms behind you, elbows in close to your head. Use your breath, either your inhale and your exhale, or your exhale, as you press those arms into that forward extension for your triceps. Now the heavier this weight is, the harder it's gonna be to keep those shoulders down as you reach those arms overhead. I want you to really focus on that connection. You can also think about locking your armpits down towards your hips. Give me 4 more here. 4, are you breathing? 3, 2, and 1. Now we're gonna head into a cable press and pull. If you have an actual TheraBand or a resistance band that you can wrap around something, go ahead and use that. Otherwise, I want you to just imagine you've got some resistance as you pull those arms back, shoulder blades are together, and then maintain that engagement as you release them forward. Use your breath. Where's your breath in? Where's your breath out? Now, I only have 2-pound weights here, but I'm putting a ton of focus on that engagement down my back. So this feels like a much bigger workout than 2 pounds usually would be if you were just kind of pushing and pulling these arms. So do it with a lot of focus, a lot of energy. 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. Little bit of a combo superset here. Parallel arms, chest is open. We're gonna bring those arms up into a curl, rotate out, press out, and then find that engagement as you fly those arms back down. So we go in, rotate, press, and press those arms down. In. Again, 2-pound weights here. They're not super heavy, but the amount of focus and energy I'm putting into my upper body, I don't know if I could do more than 2-pound weights actually. So this workout is what you put into it. It's the difference between doing an exercise this way and really paying attention to all of that alignment, thinking about your breath, thinking about your core, that full engagement from the pelvic floor up to the diaphragm. And again, don't get caught up on where your inhale, exhale is. The important thing is that you're breathing. One more here. Great. So we're gonna go back into where we started. Take that whole combo again. Glutes, holding up the lower body. Press those arms out and back in. This is your second set. And you're welcome to go through this series as many times as you need to. I'm just gonna do 2 today. You can always start this over and do another 2. 3 more here. 2 and 1. Good, I want you to take those triceps. Shoulders are down your back, away from your ears. Find your inhale, find your exhale. Find that engagement from the pelvic floor all the way up to the bottom of the rib cage. Give me 3 more here. 3, 2, and we're gonna head into that superset. Roll your shoulders back, readjust there. Take a big belly breath in. Exhale, curl, rotate, press, engage. Curl, rotate, press, and engage. Curl, rotate, press, engage. 3 more here. 3, 2, last one. And then into those cable push and pulls. Extend the arms, pull your shoulders back, find that engagement between your shoulder blades. Good. Reach and pull. Reach and pull. As those arms go out, being really careful not to let that upper body roundedness happen. Get that core involved. 2 more here. Last one. Great. And then we are going to come all the way down to the ground. So I want you to come down to one knee. The opposite hand as leg that's in front. Put both of your weights into if you have light weights. Otherwise, grab one heavy weight. And I want you to reach down to the ground. Find that support from that left glute here. And you're just going to press that arm up overhead. Now I'm trying to keep a nice spinal alignment from the top of my head through my spine out my tailbone here. And I'm really focusing on that right scapula, pressing down as I reach that arm up. Give me 3 more here. 3, core is involved. 2, last one. And then take it over to the other side. One leg up. Find that glute, pressing down into that heel actively. We're gonna reach down. Find that left engagement. Check in with your legs and your hips here and make sure you're not shifting into one side. Core is involved. Maybe even a little bit of oblique to keep that alignment straight forward towards your front leg. 3 more. 2. Last one. 1 more set on each side. Switching legs, switching arms. Even out the hips, open up the chest. Find that right scapular down your back. We're gonna reach. Inhale, exhale. Always thinking about where you're feeling that breath. You never wanna go into an exercise and just wrap and grip and hold those muscles. 2 more. Last one. And then switch over to the other side. Find that alignment, find those glutes, find that drive down into that front heel. Left arm and shoulder are pushing down, away. 4 more. 3, last 2. And last one. And you're welcome to stand up for this last one, or I'm just gonna come down to this kneeling position. A seat or a yoga ball is also nice. Open up here. We're just gonna rotate those arms out and then bicep curl up. So rotate and curl. Rotate and curl. If you have those light weights, you're gonna focus even more energy into that back to really feel that activation. I kind of prefer the light weights for that reason, but if you're ready to upgrade into those heavier weights, you still have to do it with the same amount of intention and focus, but you're gonna feel it a lot sooner. Good, take it, curl, and rotate open. Find that spot right between your shoulder blades. We're almost done. We've got 4, rotate open, 3, don't let those shoulders round forward, 2, where's your breath? Last one, curl,